The Memphis Grizzlies got their work cut out for them, man. Not only is the West loaded, and it seems even more loaded this year than it was last year, but the injury risk with this team is just so high. We all know that Ja Morant and Triple J are a special duo. They're a winning duo. When they play, the Grizzlies win. They were the 2 seed for a large chunk of the season last year. Over the last 5 years, Ja and Triple J have something like a 65% winning percentage in games that they both play. The problem is, I don't know how many games those two are going to play together. If you set the over-under at 50, I'd be forced to take the under, man. And it comes down largely to Ja Morant. Ja Morant misses a lot of games, and it's never anything big. It's not like a torn ACL or a broken ankle or anything like that. But it's these nagging injuries that just add up. He misses 3-game chunks, 4-game chunks. And next thing you know, he's not even hitting 50 games played in a season. I think he has one season in his entire career where he got over 60. I think his career has like 64 games. And he's got a pretty large sample size of a career now. So I just can't rely on him. I just can't trust him. Triple J, he is back. He made his preseason debut the other day after that offseason surgery. So there's not as much risk there, but he's still an injury risk. And the Grizzlies are just not as good when he's sitting out. Zach Edey, that is a huge injury for them. He's going to miss the first 2 to 3 months of the season. And who's going to play center for this team? Because Triple J is not a center. I know he's like 7 feet tall, but he doesn't rebound. He gets like 5 rebounds a game. Santi Aldama is kind of penciled in to be their center right now. I like Santi. He's a great role player. I don't know if he's a center. So the injury risk for this Grizzlies team, it's pretty high. One thing you can say about the Grizzlies, though, is they are one of the better developers of talent in the NBA, whether it's Jalen Wells, Gigi Jackson, Santi Aldama, who I already referenced. In the second round, they find these gems and they develop them and they get production out of them. So they might do that again this year. That remains to be seen. One thing I'm really worried about, though, is just Ja Morant. I grew up watching Steve Francis. Steve Francis saw a 3-4 year stretch there, top 15 to 25 player in the NBA, a highlight reel every night, and then he was just gone. There was no slow decline. He was just gone. And Ja Morant, over the last couple of years, his rim rate is down, his finishing is down, his free throw rate is down. He has his game built on athleticism, but it's starting to decline a little bit. And what is left of that game? He hasn't developed his 3-point shot since he got in the NBA. Doesn't have a mid-range game. He's not the playmaker you wish he was at the point guard spot. And he's not much of a defensive threat. So if that athleticism starts to go, what does he have left? I'm just saying I'm worried about how his game is going to age. And we're getting to that age with him where the injuries might start adding up and he might just not be that guy anymore. So I don't know. It's hard for me to see success for the Grizzlies this year. I think it's going to be a step back year. I'm predicting like 30, 35 wins for them. I know that's harsh, Grizzlies fans. I'm sorry. It's just really hard to count on Ja Morant.